Behind a veil of mist lies a hidden world tucked amongst the mountain ranges of Mysteria. Vibrant trees rise from the steep cliffs, birds soaring through the canyons, flashes of silver coursing through the rivers far below. The sun streams through the clouds, illuminating the buildings rising from the mist. Carved into the rock and hanging from thick vines, the villages of Mysteria are home to a people as steadfast and mysterious as the mountain ranges they call home. From birth, they learn to traverse the steep landscape, relying on their own strength and agility to travel from one building to another. Hanging gardens are suspended between the cliffs, a burst of green against the backdrop of stone and rock. Yet the veil of mist hides a wealth of secrets, far beyond those of the villages tucked into the mountainside. Grandmasters roam the land, equal parts mystery and legend, gifting their time and wisdom to those determined enough to seek them out. The world beyond the mountains holds little interest to the people of Mysteria, who prefer to lead simple lives in the company of their fellow villagers. Removed from the struggles and petty conflicts of the outside world, they find satisfaction in introspection and self-discipline, training rigorously to strengthen their bodies and sharpen their minds. And one may wonder, what would be the purpose of sharpening one's mind if not to reach a Zen state? Zen is achieved when a person's mind is free from thoughts of anger, fear, or ego during combat. Some masters believe that Zen is the state where a person finally understands the uselessness of techniques and becomes truly free to move. So how do we reach this Zen state? Our journey begins with Soul Bead Strike, a 0 mana, 4 attack, 3 defense ninja action attack that says, if Soul Bead Strike hits, it gains Go Again. For those that have spent time with Ira, this card might remind them of Torrent of Tempo, a 1-cost 5 attack ninja action attack. And while this attack is strong in its own right, it merely sets the stage for what's to come. Our next step towards a path of enlightenment is Crane Dance, also a 0 mana, 1 attack, 3 defense ninja action attack that says combo. If Soul Bead Strike was the last attack this combat chain, Crane Dance gains +1 attack, Go Again, and it can't be defended by attack action cards with base attack greater than the number of chain links that you control. With this difficult to block card, our combo rises towards its crescendo. But it's at this point that we as the player must make a choice. Will the culmination of our combo finish with Huron's Flight, a card that was previously spoiled by Session Blood? Or will we remember our goal and find center? A 0 mana, 2 attack, 3 defense ninja action attack. This is a majestic, so it's not a cycle. And it says combo, if Crane Dance was the last attack this combat chain, Find Center can't be defended by cards with mana cost less than the number of chain links that you control. And it gains, if this hits, create a Zen State token. Zen State is a ninja token aura that says Zen State enters the arena with 1 balance counter on it. At the beginning of your action phase, destroy Zen State unless you remove a balance counter from it. Whenever your hero would be dealt damage, prevent 1 damage that source would deal. It is important to note with this card that the token is not destroyed after your opponent deals you some amount of damage. This will persist no matter how many attacks your opponent throws at you. The only way that Zen State is destroyed is if there are no more balance counters to remove at the beginning of your action phase. So once you place a Zen State token onto the field, you can reliably count on it to absorb a damage from every attack your opponent throws at you for the next 2 turns. So tell me, on August 28th, what will you pursue? A show of force or a Zen State? So there you go, there it is. There are our cards. spoiled, fresh from the Crucible of War. First of all, I want to say thank you to Legend Story Studios for giving us all these cards to talk about and to spoil. I think these are all really, really cool. Plus, man, how cool is it to have another combo that we can put into a ninja deck? And I really do think that because these cards have now been created and we will see these very soon, I think it really starts to cement the ninja class as really that class of subversion, right? It's really trying to subvert your expectations as the opponent. You're trying to figure out and decode what your opponent might have in their hand and whether or not combo cards triggering or combo cards not triggering are really what they're after. And I think that is so interesting to me, to be able to like go wide, but maybe you're only going to go so far, or maybe your plan is to try and commit to going the whole way. I think it's so cool, and it was so awesome to see when Session Blood spoiled the Huron's Flight card, how well that kind of can misdirect people into playing one way when you're really playing the other just to try and get that trigger off. That was such a cool surprise. Having seen these cards and then seeing that there was a different finish to their side of things, you could finish the combo on that card instead of on Find Center. That was super cool to see. Let me know what you think in a comment below about these 4 cards. Which do you like more? Do you like the finish of the combo this direction or the Huron's Flight direction? I think both are really cool. As always, everybody, thanks for watching.